The owner left this lone cat behind. What it accomplished next will astound you. There are many individuals in the world who believe that cats are incredibly independent animals that simply worry about getting fed and having a secure place to sleep at night. This may be the case for certain four-legged cats, but it's not true for all of them. Some cats genuinely like their people and would stop at nothing to remain at their... Welcome to USA Stories channel. Do not forget to subscribe and activate the bell button to receive all new updates. Now let's go to the story. One such cat that seemed to love its owners and desire to live with them forever is the subject of this story. Dot. It was therefore devastated when the very individuals who ought to have taken care of it abandoned it. Dot. But then it accomplished something incredible that you won't believe. This incident took place back in 2015. It happened in the Belgorod Oblast area of southwest Russia in the city of Belgorod. It had begun as any other day in the city, with people going about their daily lives, with people either heading to work or just browsing the stores in the area. But there was one cat with 4 legs whose entire world was about to be flipped upside down. The cat in issue had been strolling around its neighborhood as normal on a regular basis. It was going to all of its favorite sights, the high wall down the street where it could look down over the street below and watch people go by, and the sunny area in the neighbor's garden. The cat decided it was time to return to its home and eat some food that its owners would undoubtedly have prepared as the sun started to set. Still, the cat abruptly observed something unusual when it was returning home for dinner that evening. The owners of the cat were getting into their car. But what set them apart from a typical drive-around was that their car appeared to be completely filled with everything they had. A huge moving van was the other automobile, and it was traveling right in front of the car. The cat, not sure what was going on, started to go faster. It was aware that something was off, but it was unsure of exactly what. But when the owners discovered their cat was chasing the automobile, they didn't slow down. Instead, they accelerated. Despite the cat's best efforts, the automobile ultimately disappeared from view, leaving the poor creature on its own and unsure of where to go or what to do. The cat made the decision to spend the night wandering about, hoping that its owners would come back the next day and welcome it with open arms. But when the cat found its way back to the flat where its owners resided, they were nowhere to be seen. The lone cat, who hadn't been fed since the day before, was now hungry and spent the entire day waiting outside the door. It just didn't understand why its owners had let it go, as it believed they had cherished it. A guy named Ostap Zudaniskier saw something quite strange while strolling down the street a year later. A cat was perched atop a manhole cover in the heart of the city, oblivious to the people passing by. Assuming it was only a neighborhood wanderer, Ostap strolled on his way to work. But as the days went by, the man's confusion increased. This was due to the fact that the man saw the same cat sitting on the same manhole cover every day while doing his daily trip to work. Ostap started to get interested in the cat and wanted to know why it was always sitting in the center of the road. Ostap made the decision to learn more about the enigmatic cat and started to inquire about it. Initially, the man would ask people as he passed by on the street whether they knew anything about the cat. Sadly, all that anyone could tell him about the cat was that it would appear every day and remain on the manhole cover until dusk. After then, it would vanish until the following morning, at which point it would return to its original location on the street. Despite being frustrated, Ostap persisted in trying to find out the cat's tale till he did. He kept asking individuals until, at last, he found someone who was somewhat knowledgeable about the animal. He filled Ostap in on all the details of how the cat's owners had relocated the year before and abandoned it, leaving it to fend for itself. Ostap was so sorry for the poor cat. Who could just leave their pet behind in such manner? All its life, the animal had been a house pet. How did the people expect it to take care of itself? Even with his rage at the careless proprietors, the man was left a little perplexed. It didn't explain why the cat was sitting on the street every day, even though he was aware that it had been abandoned. Growing more inquisitive, the man chose to snap some pictures of the lone cat and upload them on the internet to see if anybody else could figure out why it wouldn't leave its spot. The devastating images were uploaded by Ostap to VKontakte, the Russian equivalent of Facebook. Social media users expressed a great deal of sympathy for the cat in the photographs, and many shared Ostap's curiosity over why the animal sat in the middle of the road every day. Fortunately, that question has now been answered. A neighborhood resident had spotted the cat and was aware of its tragic past. It turns out that the cat was initially distraught when its owners had abandoned it. It had no idea what to do but stay outside the now vacant apartment and let out a meow in the hopes that someone would come and console it. The cat had started to wander back outside after a little period. When it initially started wandering the streets, it was searching for food and a secure place to call home. It eventually started to move toward the street where Ostap had initially noticed it. It would then take up residence on the manhole cover and bide its time until its owners returned to get it. The sad cat continued to hope every day that its humans would return and love it as much as they had in the past, not realizing that it had been abandoned to fend for itself. Ostap was astounded by the account and found it hard to believe. This cat was patiently waiting for them to come back after being so ruthlessly abandoned by the ones who ought to have loved it the most. It unequivocally demonstrated how much this animal cared for its owners. Ostap couldn't help but draw parallels between the cat's tail and that of Greyfriars Bobby, a purported Skye Terrier, a breed of dog. Bobby gained notoriety in 19th century Edinburgh, UK, for ostensibly staying 14 years watching over his owner's grave after the latter tragically passed away, until his own death on January 14, 1872. Fortunately, residents noticed that the cat would always return to the same location. To ensure that it wouldn't go hungry, they began setting out food for it every day. This demonstrated how kind these strangers were for a full year. Ostap was horrified by the owner's actions after hearing the tale and said, "This is a wonderful illustration of both genuine animal devotion and human cruelty." Along with Ostap, other users remarked on the topic on the internet. One person quoted Antoine de Saint-Exupéry's novel, The Little Prince, stating that you become responsible forever for what you've tamed. Many folks who agreed with this phrase seemed to find resonance with it. Thankfully, the cat was able to have a happy life despite the fact that its owners may have abandoned the unfortunate animal because of the compassion and generosity of total strangers. What a fantastic tale! Please leave a comment below with your thoughts on this video. And please remember to subscribe to our channel, give us a thumbs up, and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any of our videos. If you enjoyed the tale, the next video that plays on your screen will probably move you too.